Testing, testing, testing. I think it's working. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Ooh, you know what we need? We need our beautiful ocean sounds. Wait, we don't have beautiful ocean sounds. Add that to the list. Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Muted. All right, I'll check. I'll check. Muted. All right. Yep. All right. I did have an audio bitrate error when I started the stream. Okay, you got me. You got me. I had to double check it. But welcome back. Hope you guys are well. Check stream chat. I'll check it in a little bit. But welcome back. We are on the cusp of a brand new Ultimate Forge update, where it may be the last update before launch. I don't want to promise that because there might be two before launch, but possibly we are on to the last one. You're T-posing. It's a feature. It's a feature. Look at this. You want to see another feature? Ah! Look at that. Ooh, see that arm's very flexible. Very, very flexible. Oh, yeah, look at that. Stretching a little bit. Not bad, eh? Not bad. Have you tried messing around PBR yet? Only a little bit, but I haven't done anything meaningful with it. Mostly because if certain things are PBR and not everything, it'll be kind of challenging to make it look really good. It'll kind of feel out of place, but I might experiment with it a little bit. Ooh. Speaking of nice shaders, though, look at that water. My god. That's so nice. I love Halo 3's water physics so much. It's beautiful. I need a shader in, like, for Unity that looks as good as this. That looks lovely. Very, very lovely. I wonder how they did it. Halo 3 water goated. It actually is, like, so good. It's so damn good. Like, I don't know. Is that a future? Yes, that is the Halo 3 aircraft carrier over there. We're probably going to turn it into a Forge object pretty soon because, I mean, it's just cool. I don't think it needs any further elaboration. It's just very cool. So I'm going to give it like a pretty good physics model, make it a Forge object that you can spawn here on the island canvas, and it'll be good. It'll be pretty good. So I should probably turn on my webcam so we can get started. My birthday yesterday. Alright. What's up? Welcome, you guys. Hope you're doing well. When will the carrier have a full interior? I'm not doing a full interior for that thing, dude. That's a lot of work. The fire music by the way, it's Halo 2's soundtrack. That's straight fire. Bro's wearing a helmet? What are you talking about? You sound insane right now. Spotted Gamer! Thank you for the tip!
Paul Spartan.
Much appreciated. I can't read it at all. I wish I could read that. I can't see it. But thank you. I'll read it in a sec. I don't have headphones on. Alright, I gotta take this thing off. It's very damn cool. But also, large. Happy late birthday, thank you! This actually is a birthday present I got from my friend Emmy. She sent it over, brought it for the party and everything. It's pretty sweet, dude. It's pretty damn sweet. Love it. Not too shabby. I had a good-ass birthday. Is that Sarge from the hit comedy Machinima Red vs. Blue? The very same. Alright, I gotta refresh my tips and stuff. They're just not showing up. Where... my feed... My hair looks insane. My feed is frozen. How do I refresh this? The center of the visor of the helmet is blurry. Everything inside that helmet's blurry. It's a helmet. But yeah, welcome back, guys. Hope you've been well. Can you drive the ship? No. And there's not really much reason to. There is enough space on this map to drive it, as you can see. It is doable. You can see the corners of the map in this giant green cube. So it's possible. Is it worth it? I mean, I know you had fun. I know I had, wait, what? I know I had fun drawing Bestie. If you feel comfortable showing her, you can, but I'm drawing half orc twins now. Oh, did you finish her? God, her design was so peak, dude. Her design was so peak. Halo naval fight? Exactly. That was more gonna be like an aerial fight, you know. We don't really have good naval vehicles at the moment. Possibly we have the dinghy, which is the perfect base to do naval vehicles with. You could even have it where they have like really nice physics and you can like hold on and everything. Let me hold on. I gotta check my dashboard because I'm not seeing the tips that came in. I was doing my little helmet bit. All right, now I see I'm on the site. I don't know why it's refreshing on my software. Adam said I missed Tuesday's stream. What did I miss? We basically finished the island here. Today we're gonna like add like the extra missing tree and maybe add like a cluster of trees and then we're done completely with it. Besides maybe doing the aircraft carrier. And Modded Gamer, thank you for that tip you did earlier, said bald Spartan. How would you even... Or tip, I'm gonna screw you. I at least like cut it off so it goes down low. I've tried to fix it. But you know what does work? I fixed the buggy gifted membership. So when memberships are gifted now, it spams them again. However, they're slightly fixed in the way that tips and things can still come through while the membership spam is going on. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We're kind of back. We're kind of back in that way. But okay. If you're looking at this, how would you know? How would you know somebody inside this is bald? How would you know? You wouldn't. You simply would not. It's a helmet. I can use that helmet to hide my shame now, which is pretty cool. Helmets are all bald. I mean, that's not wrong. That's the helmet. That's funny. Actually, when my friend came over and she gave me that gift, Skaboodly was over and he was hanging out the whole night. And he was like, you know what we should do? We should take that helmet and color it blue and yellow like your actual Spartan colors. And I was like, did you tell me to retire when I sent you the finished Bestie? Oh, yeah! I remember. I kind of forgot there for a second. You can't blame me. I mean, you can. You would just be evil to do so. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes, though. I appreciate it. Let me go back and see that. God damn, demon. God damn. Woman. Whoa, man. I love that her name is just Bestie. You need short hair to wear helmets? Yeah, it squishes your hair down really hard. It squished mine down like crazy. All right, anyway, we got flood stuff to do today. We also got tree stuff to do today. So very quickly, I'm going to take one of these palm trees, and I'm just going to make a bigger version of it, throw it on here, and then technically, this whole island will be done. We can go work on the flood stuff. I love her hat. I do too, actually. You really cooked with the style of her hat. It looks sick. We did the rocks yesterday. I don't think they're perfect. Like, there's a little bit I wish I could do on them. But they're okay, you know? They're not bad. They're rocks. You get to build with them. You can make yourself some rocky maps. You're welcome. You're freaking welcome, you. Yeah, I actually really like these rocks. Very classic Halo-y. They're clearly a bit blurry. Honestly, I didn't realize when I was pulling these rock textures that there was going to be a little bit of trouble with them. But honestly, I'm okay with the textures being a little blurry on the big ones. They feel very classic, and you know me, I'm a nostalgia loving kind of guy, so it'll do. It'll flip into. We fixed the spawn scare problem message last time because it's still spawning a different vehicle. I'm pretty sure I patched that. There should be an update for Ultimate Forge from like a week or two ago where I patched it, but yeah, that won't be an issue anymore. All right, anyway, let's make a tree. We're gonna make a tree, then we're gonna go work on flood stuff because flood stuff is phenomenal. Knock, thank you so much for the tip. Thank you, thank you.
Rocks.
Rocks. I like that when you wrote it like that, you pronounced it. You said rocks. I love rocks, dude. Some even know me as the rock guy. And you know what? I do love me some rocks. I love me some old school video game rocks. Especially when that video game is Halo video game. I heavily... How long have I been streaming for? 13 minutes. I heavily fuck with it. I can say that now. We're in the cool kid time, okay? After the 10-minute mark here, we can say whatever we want, dude. It's crazy. Maybe so we're gonna Halo Wars 2. Vehicles and modded content. Hey, I never confirmed that I would do something like that, but I'll here and there. I want to make a Colossus really bad. Halo Wars 2 Colossus would be awesome. I'm definitely gonna do it at some point. But you said you should rebrand a bit for Bandishaga? No. Maybe on stream. Maybe on stream, but like I'm not gonna change my YouTube name or anything. That causes like a whole headache that's so not worth it. But yeah, for like a bit on stream, I'm down. That's kind of a funny idea. Alright, let's make a tree. I know, you guys tuned into this stream, you're like, oh boy, what's Rejected gonna work on first? A tree. But good news, okay, good news, it's not just any tree. It's a really big tree. A really big palm tree. Okay, it's kind of cool. Really cool. You just have to trust that it's really cool. You trust him? It's really cool. Where did I put this tree even? The ODST? Where are my trees? Alright, nature. There it is. Okay, palm tree. Fuck, it's palm tree 1. Whole career's over, dude. Alright, there we go. Palm tree 1. Watch this. Are you ready? We save as palm tree 3. And then, because I'm mentally unwell and unhinged, I'm just gonna scale it up. Look at that. Bigger. Big fucking palm tree. That's amazing. I impress myself sometimes. Like right now. Shout out me. Alright, now that that's good, I gotta pop open all my work folders really quickly. We're gonna go to... We're gonna send you a version of best you can show. Ooh, okay, bet. Give me 1 sec, dude. Open up a bunch of folders. Cooking, I'm cooking. Levels, multi, forge. Okay, I got the forge stuff. Open. Okay. I need to check stream chat and I gotta check your DMs that you sent. So it should be in the ODST folder. I'm gonna keep it in the ODST folder so it's organized, but I'm gonna do tree palm 03. Crazy. Crazy. Again, tree palm 03. Alright, now we can just take our new palm tree. We can go wow, wow. Go get our old palm tree. Grab those two. Put it in here. Easy, dude. Open up Gorilla, hook it up, and we'll have a palm tree in the next like 3 seconds. Okay, maybe like 30 seconds. The locust is dry. Yeah, the locust is drivable. That was done by Skaboodly and Green. I barely had any hand in that. They did all that. Tree doesn't have any materials. What? Tough organic wood. There we go. Tough organic wood. Locust is like a mini version of the normal scarab. Kinda, yeah. Alright. We have a tree. We did it. Now I can check DMs and stuff. Let's spawn in our tree real quick. This will be like... I want to say it's the last object we need to work on for our island map, because the island map is now done. Well, I need to fix the water, but that's easy. But basically it's done, forge object-wise, because we have tree palm 03. That's a big palm tree. Look at that. Look at that. It's big. Large. Should I make it bigger? I feel like I could make it bigger. How big is it when I walk up to this tree? This one's kind of small now that I'm looking at it. It's a good size. And then you have like variation in the trees with this other tree here. That's not bad. Enlarge? You want even bigger? Is that a good thing? You gotta wait, what? Ultimate Forge is just a collaboration of modders working on one mod. Ultimate Forge is something I've been working on for a very long time, but there has been a ton, like, not a ton of content, but there's a few pieces of content I would say. Like, Green has helped out with some, like, the ODST buildings. he went ahead and got those working. Some of like Skaboodly Doodle, very talented guy, awesome, cool ass dude. He hit some of his vehicles are in it. JS as well as a couple vehicles in, and I think that's it. I know Davy Jones is a huge contributor to getting to the drone. This looking so good. So Zophie, who just called me an old bald man in chat. I have a very nice head of hair. Okay? I'm proud of how it looks. How dare you call me bald? Jesus. But yeah, this Wombat Freak, there's a lot of contributors to the mod. A lot of contributors to the mod. I don't want to downplay any of the hard work they've all put into it. I've obviously had to do a lot myself. Most of everything in the mod is all myself. But for a couple of things here and there, a couple of vehicles like I just straight up didn't make were made by other extremely way more talented than me people. And then there's been lots of small contributions, especially from you guys watching. Like, I feel like if you've been around watching these streams for a long time, you already know that like your guys' suggestions go a really long way and oftentimes get made into awesome features in these mods. But if you're newer to the stream and you haven't had that opportunity to see that happen, like you guys as a community have heavily influenced all these mods. Genuinely, this goes for anyone I work with. I do not care for credit at all. Yeah, literally, Demon. Nope, you're getting credit. Damn right. Hey, you said we could not call you bald on your birthday, but you didn't stream. So I couldn't stream. I was too busy. But it's now my birthday stream. Okay, this counts as a birthday stream. So I'm just gonna celebrate a birthday week from now on, starting yesterday. It's all about me for the next week. When is it not all about me though? You know what I mean? All right, let's go ahead. E3 demo. What's from the E3 demo? Yeah, Adam's getting credit for the really nice reticles. That goes without saying because I don't know how many of you guys have noticed, but the little Wombat reticles right here, the spinny ones, Adam drew these based off the ODST cutscene. They look really good. We got them in game and all animated. Pretty fancy. It's pretty cool. Anyway, moving on, we got our bigger palm tree, we got our smaller palm tree, we got a funny coconut tree, which could just be a younger palm tree, I don't really know. I don't know the taxonomy of trees very well, it's not my job. I think the drone and saber are too floaty. Possibly. Speaking of which, very good point, Zophie. I should spawn in the saber and fly it around this map to get a feel for it. You're absolutely right. I feel like I haven't immersed myself in Halo 3 saber flight enough. Solid point. Classic flood anus Zophie moment. I don't know how you made a water map with water physics and still haven't made a boat hog. Trust me, I'm thinking about it a lot. It would be so awesome to do. Problem is there's not a... to my knowledge, there's not an existing boat hog model, so I would have to model it myself. Yeah, the saber feels good to fly over an ocean. Something about it. It's just like, I've never seen it before, and it feels really cool. What do you mean we have the damage? We have the boat hog. It's the one that with the damaged side. That is not a boat hog. That is not. Land on the aircraft carrier. With its definitely very real physics model, I will go ahead and land on it. There we go. Easy. The shadow of a frigate, though. Easy. All those ships are fake. I don't know what you're talking about. Clearly, I just landed on it. It had nothing to do with any illusions or anything. Seemed pretty real to me. Is there a boat hog in that Pirate Gangster Halo 3 campaign Inferno made? I don't think so. Not a boat hog, to my knowledge. There's boats. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get this going and working on it soon. But technically, besides making like a little tree forest object, we're kind of chilling. Every map does need a forest object, and we might do that today, but I don't know. Anyway, let's go to the flood map. We'll check out the flood map, which will be really cool. It's been a minute since we were on there, a couple days at least. Had a Scarab the aircraft hangar just for the funny. Yeah, the Scarab ignores physics. It'll just drop down to the water. Future, you should use speed tree for trees. No. I want Halo trees. I want Bungie made trees. I want vibes aesthetics. Yoink entire biomes from existing maps. We're so back. Flesh mountains, flesh ground, flesh guy. Metal thingy. This is the flood sandbox. We're so back. For those of you guys who didn't catch the stream when we were working on it, the flood sandbox here has gotten like a complete redo, basically. It's now using like the island type of map, the same as all the others. So now the flood sandbox is an island just like all the others, as you can see. Got spooky green water, and the skybox is the thing that encloses it now. As you can see, it's the High Charity skybox. Pretty fancy, pretty cool. Oh my god. Where's my... And the flood objects are pretty much done. I did end up repurposing the old cliffs to become like flood cliffs, so they're not perfect. They could be more blobby and cool, but they work. They work pretty good even. So, it works. Halo Wars 2 is like a rip the abomination. It's the animations. I'm pretty sure all of Halo Wars 2 has already been ripped, has it not? Somebody surely has like a drive somewhere with it. Anyway, it's cool. The vibes are cool. The only things we need, you know, what do we need? I feel like it's got pretty much everything. Do we not have the, I think we just need to do the different sizes of ground pieces, if I recall correctly. Oh, dude, that's so gross. It's got like pimples. Love it. They look, ugh. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's a good thing. Like, if you're looking at these and you're like, ew, it's fucking disgusting, like, W. High charity debris as forge objects. I will if there's space. I unironically absolutely will if there is space. I just don't know, because like, would you rather have the ability to actually build functioning stuff out of the Halo Reach large scale forge pieces, or would you like to have like no functionally good structure pieces and instead just have debris everywhere? I lean towards having actually functional Halo Reach structure pieces. Me personally. I didn't see that. I didn't see that at all. I didn't see anything. Adam, thank you so much for the 2!
Just checked Inferno Plus's Pimps at Sea. There is indeed a boat hog, but it's literally just an green dingy with a warthog frame stuffed in it.
Aww. I forgot. It's been so long since I played Pimps at Sea. That was such a fun mod, dude. I loved it. These are looking pretty good. Alright. Let's make the rest of the flood objects super fast, ultra, mega, super speed, and then we'll just be basically done. I would like to add more flood objects after this, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll get there. Pretty much everything I'm going to do is going to be here in the tags folder. It should be under Alpine Sandbox, Forge, and then the Flood folder. Yep. So, I think, don't need that. We're going to do the flat terrain, the large flat terrain though. So we're going to go terrain, Flat, medium. We'll grab the sand one. Terrain, flat, medium, flood. And all I'm gonna do is grab the shader from here and then just tweak everything else so that it just goes super, super quickly. Alright, we're gonna rename all these from sand to flood. Boom. Open it up. Close, close, close. I bet you could make this forge thing better than the Ultimate Firefight Sand Trap mod. Those are two completely different mods. I feel like that's very much apples to oranges. You could like spawn AI and stuff in this mod, but they're not like full firefight AI. Like they're not going to be ever as good. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Chang, thank you so much for the huge $25 tip.
Mr. Modman, hope this can help upgrade your PC build.
Thank you so much. What the fuck? That's super generous. Thank you. Thank you. Upgrade the PC build. I probably should upgrade my PC one of these days. It's low-key like falling apart. It still works though. As long as I don't push it too hard, it won't make funny noises. But thank you. That's super generous. That actually does help a lot. Thank you so, so much. Yeah, thank you. That's awesome. I gotta check this really quickly. It's me. What up, Nonagon? Alright, let's make this work. Discord? Give me one sec. Didn't I look already? Give me one sec. Let me switch out these shaders and we'll be chilling. What the fuck you mean falling apart? Well, my cat would jump on it sometimes. The PC would start going like one of the fans was dying. And sometimes my CPU overheats because I think my liquid cooler is so old. So if I play Marvel Rivals for too long, it'll just go and die. It's fine. It's probably fine. Alright, we got the shader open. We can spawn it. What's going on with Demon of Slong? I'm gonna be honest, Demon. I feel like your character design abilities are like peak. Like you need to like you got some good ass design. That hat is so cool. So fine. God damn. Oh damn. Alright. Witch Jester hat? I love that design, like, a lot. I have not personally ever seen somebody do a hybrid Witch Jester hat before, and I think it's really fucking cool. It's a very interesting design. I spent so much time on that. Oh, I believe it. She came out really good, though. Not that I'm biased for any particular reason, but that is so far my favorite character design that you've done. For no particular reason. Okay, that should be everything. Let's spawn in our big ground peas! Jesters are just silly little guys. The twins. Oh, I haven't looked at those yet. Forge, flood, medium in. Finally, the flood sandbox is actually progressing, dude. This was driving me crazy for so long. Giant flood forge piece. Let's go. I don't know where Hyper is, but that's the most flood crust we have ever seen around here. Just piles, mountains of flood crust. Ew. Can the AI go into the modded vanilla vehicles that crash the game? I haven't tested if the bug is fixed yet. In the next update, we'll find out if that bug is fixed. I nuked all my AI tags and replaced them with vanilla ones. So if it was any like modifications that I accidentally made that caused it to break, then it should be fixed. We'll just have to test. Count on it tonight. If any of you guys want to try out all the new stuff, including the new island map and everything, I will be uploading and publishing a new version of the Ultimate Forge 2.0 test onto the Steam Workshop tonight. So, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it works well. Alright, but that's a good ground piece, though. Really big. Always Zophi's fault? Yeah, no, I mean, that's actually true. Like, a long time ago, people used to think everything was Green's fault. They just say, like, oh, blame Green, but it's pretty obvious how Zophia's fucked up here, you know. I think it goes without saying. Ruth Nuke, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Let's do our gigantic, enormous, large flood cliffs now. And then I want to try using the gigantic, enormous flood cliffs to make, like, a map with all this, like, gross green fog around and see what kind of vibes I can make. This will also inspire me, probably, to do some different sizes of different flood objects, too. Because I think the flood objects are honestly too small right now. I think we need some bigger, larger scale flood objects to, like, properly fill in the space everywhere. Alright, we're going to do... I'm going to yoink a terrain cliff medium sand right here. Terrain cliff medium flood will be its new name. We're going to rename all this stuff away from sand. I'm being bullied. All the nice things I have done. I'm not bullying you. Not me. I'm a nice guy. I'm not mean to anybody ever. I've never been mean once in my whole life. Ever. I'm an innocent victim in all this, honestly. You know, you sounds like you're being victimized. Do you ever think about me? You ever think about how I'm feeling? Exactly. Let's make it about me real quick. Let's talk about me. Tough flood flesh. Going to our little physics model. Last but not least, we give it the texture, and then we'll have a brand new cliff. I love copying and pasting, dude. Enormous, large brain techniques, dude. People are out here like, I want everything to have its own organized, like, data files. I want everything to be unique. No. I'm gonna copy and paste tags. And I'm not sorry. Okay, well, let's spawn in our giant cliff, and then we'll decide whether or not I need to make the textures more detailed. Medium flood cliff. Boom! Oh my god. Alright, does it need the textures tiling more? Walk up to it. Let me give it a little taste. A little lick. No, I think it's good, actually. Some of the textures could use a little bit of tiling, but it's not bad. The harvester on this flood map with very dark, grungy fog. Ooh, that's a good point. I bet the harvester would look menacing on this map, like super scary. Yeah, I'll do that in a minute. Let me do the last cliff, and then I saw a pretty bad seam. No, you didn't. Stop looking. It's fine. It's more than fine. It's literally perfect. Granite cliff, large sand. Copy, back, paste. This is now a flood cliff. All of these sand cliff files are now flood cliff files. Modded Gamer! Thank you so much for the tip!
You should floodify some of the Reach Forge objects just for this map. Also bald.
Bruh. Look at my hair. Look at it with your eyes. Also, I don't know if I want to floodify stuff because it seems easy. Oh, just make a quick little, like, just throw some flood splatter on it. Yeah, but what does that mean? throw flood splatter on it. You have to duplicate the object, duplicate the model, duplicate the textures, make a custom texture where you somehow blend flood stuff onto the texture itself and make it actually look good. Is there even a shader that's going to allow for that? You can't just throw... Well, I guess you... Yeah, now that I think about it, I actually could just throw flood decals onto the actual model of it. It would still have to be a whole new object, though. But it's actually not that hard. I could literally just make decals in Blender and then just stamp them on there. Just do it? I don't wanna. How about you do it, Glitchy? I'll let you do it, you know? I'm just so busy with all this other stuff. You can go ahead and do it, though. And then it'll get added into the mod. I was gonna suggest decals. Yeah, that would definitely be the best way to do it. Well, now we have our large cliff. All we have to do is hook it up. Where are the voxels? What voxels are you talking about? Talking about Minecraft? Should I be scared of Minecraft? But Minecraft's a baby game, dude. I'm not scared of a baby game. That's embarrassing. Please do it. Everything will look out of place. Not really. Alright. Let's edit the shader. Herobrine? Yes, that's true. If you play on this map for 48 hours straight, Herobrine will spawn in. And he will get very mad and make scary noises. Didac, thank you for the 128, aka the 2. Bald. Thank you. Thank you for the 2. I'm not bald, as evidenced by the literal hair on my head right now. Shout out the hair on my head. Huge W, shout out. Joe, thank you for the 4!
L plus ratio plus your bald plus flood some hairy growth cream on your head plus Minecraft YouTuber plus bad engine plus unfinished mod plus rah.
What? Only like half of that was even true, okay? Only like half of that was true. Although, okay. Speaking of Minecraft, I actually booted up Minecraft recently, and you might be like, rejected. Why would you freaking do that? You're scaring me. And I don't mean to scare you. But there's a mod that came out for Minecraft recently. And it's the best shit I have ever seen. Chicken jockey. No, there's a mod that came out for Minecraft recently. And it's amazing. And you have no idea just how amazing it is. But I'm telling you, it is amazing. Someone said, let me guess, let's see. Broken Script? No, but I do really want to play Broken Script. Now, you guys aren't really going to care, because it's not going to be Halo or anything. It's about my personal interests and the things that I like. It's a super ultra realistic weather mod that adds ray-marched clouds with ultra-realistic weather systems that you actually see in real life. It can spawn supercell thunderstorms, tornadoes. Like, it's amazing.
You ara you ara you
Gonna go on for like an hour, isn't it? Thank you for the 4, Samantha.
Ara you ara.
This is like a marching song.
Ara you ara you ara you.
I think. Is this?
You ara you ara.
This is a banger. It's actually from my favorite song from the Halo soundtrack.
Ara you ara you ara you ara you.
Banger. Banger. Oh! I figured out how to mute the alerts. I just found the button for it. I didn't even mean to hit it, but that was good timing. I figured it out, dude. That wasn't even that hard, dude. That was easy. Alright. That's unironically gonna be stuck in my head now. What the fuck? Okay, well, all we need now is the smooth flood piece and we're done. You play the Storm Chaser Gmod games? Oh yeah, I was playing those like way back in like 2013. I love those mods. Love them. The Minecraft mod is way better than that though. It's actually crazy. Harvester, true. Joe, thank you for the tip!
That's crazy and all, but here's the thing.
Okay.
You're bald.
Okay.
Also, no stop it Goku. If you do this now it will drain away all the time you have left on Earth. And I say you need every second of it as it is.
Not again. I'm dying! Wait, I gotta turn my fan on. It's getting hot in here. Alright, fan's on. We're spawning in the Harvester. Freaking go, dude. Let's see how it looks. Oh, it's huge. Oh, it's creepy as fuck, dude. Well, let me angle it so it's more towards like this direction. Wow, that is so horrifying. Wait, I don't want it to come straight at me. I want it to go a little bit to the side. Can you drive it? Yes. It is drivable, but there's not like an interior. All it can do is walk straight. With the new Gravemind model, I haven't talked about that on stream yet. I was talking about it in supporter chat. If you're a YouTube member and you're in supporter chat in the Discord, you would know about this. But I was talking about how I wanted to make my own custom Gravemind model for Halo 3 so that I could in the future do like a boss fight. But I wanted to base it off of like the Halo 2 Anniversary Blur cutscenes, Gravemind like model-wise, and then texture it with the Gravemind textures from Halo 3. Because I think it would look really, really cool. And I was thinking through, I was in the shower earlier, thinking through the logistics of it, and I feel like it's actually very doable. Here it comes. That's so creepy. POV, thy inevitable demise. Oh my god. That's so horrifying. It's just so, like, unfathomably large. Especially the fog on this map is so suffocating as well. So it makes everything feel even bigger. Like, it forces a sense of scale on you as this thing fades in and out of the fog. The Flood Juggernaut is tiny compared to it. A Scarab is tiny compared to it. I don't care what you say, I liked your Harvester texture. I appreciate that. I don't love the Harvester texture all that much, to be honest. But I appreciate it nonetheless. Yeah, look at this is the Halo 3 Scarab. The giant Halo 3 Scarab compared to the Harvester. So, it's a little bit big. A teeny tiny bit. Not that big. Just a little bit. We also add some floody cubby pieces to the forge menu. Yeah, I was thinking about it. That's been a big suggestion that people pass around a lot. Not against it by any means. Somehow you also made it not ugly? I made it less ugly, yeah. I spent a while retexturing it, but it was like the first Covey thing I'd retextured, so it wasn't like amazingly done. I think now that I've done the E3 Scarab, and I feel like I did a way better job with the E3 Scarab, I could probably do a lot more justice to the Harvester as well. This one's not perfect either by any means, but I think it's a lot better than the E3 Scarab, or than the Harvester. Same with the Lich. The Lich, I think is probably the best I did in terms of Covenant texturing, which that came out really nicely. I want to do that too. Okay, but I want to test out really quickly. If I put down like a big ground piece there, another one like here, maybe like one more here. Adam, thank you so much for the tip. Thank you, thank you. That Add War of the Worlds tripods. Oh my god. How do I refresh my... Joe, thank you for the 4. Thank you, thank you.
That's cool, but can I get a double quarter pounder cheeseburger combo meal with a 10-piece nuggets and 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda?
Feeding a whole family? Good god. A lot of food. I ordered 2 quarter pounders. I'm like, that's already a shit ton. Jake, thank you for the 2.
Remember the drip particles that would fall down from the ceiling in CE on the flood levels?
I do,
We need
yeah.
something like that, like you did for the waterfall.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, I would definitely like to do some unique flood bits. I think that'd be kind of sick. Yeah, I'm down. That's a good suggestion. Also, side note, I really wanted to do this just to see what it looks like. Here's a gigantic flood canyon made out of these forge objects. Oh, yeah, that was the fucking GTA. Dude, the text-to-speech makes it so hard for me to understand it. Joe... No, not Joe. Adam said, add War of the Worlds tripod sounds to Harvester and have it do that again. Put some in stream chat. I don't want to add extra random funny sounds right now, but it would be very cool. I admit, it would be very, very cool. Look, I made Flood Gulch. Guys, I made Flood Gulch. Look, I did it. What do those walls taste like? Only one way to find out. Get to licking. That's cool though. I like how all the objects look. I feel like this is definitely gonna, like, now I feel like this is a proper sandbox. Like before, I always thought the flood sandbox was kind of like a one-off thing where I was like, it just doesn't feel like the others. Now it does. Now it feels good. The main thing I'm thinking right now though is the flood objects themselves. They definitely need some work. Definitely need some work. There's a lot of cool flood objects, but none of them are very big. Like, okay, I'll spawn in the huge flood plate. The largest one. It's this big. You're gonna make like a massive scale flood map for whatever reason. It's gonna be extremely challenging to decorate your levels because of just how like small all the flood objects are. Like here, this is the scale of the flood. Like that's the biggest flood plate. Here's a flood pile. Here is... We have, like, we have flood tendons and stuff, but they're also pretty small. We also have, where's my flood? There's the flood tentacle mound, which is kind of cool, but it's not really. Don't I have another flood mound? Oh, I do. Just the regular flood mound. I think what I need to do, honestly, is these flood mounds here. These need to become like the boulders of the flood map. Like I need to make like a bunch of different sized versions of these. Isn't there a model scaler to make these bigger? I mean, I would just have to make different model scales. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this thing and make a bunch of different scales of it, and this will be like the flood boulders, basically. Like this would be like the small one, then I would do like a medium one, a large one, like an extra large one, and then you could use them to kind of like decorate the levels. And then I may also make some different scaled variations of the weird, gross, tentacly one, because it's just kind of awesome. And right now it's so small that you could only use it in like indoor interior spaces. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and that'll become like the flood boulders, essentially. Oh god, the textures move. I know, look how gross it is. Ugh, it's like so nasty. I love it. I assume you have anus doors. I don't, but I could add them. The problem is the anus doors, sorry, the sphincter doors, let's get our terminology right, would be permanently open because Halo 3 Forge does not natively support opening and closing doors. Could I add the Pegasus fighters, not the Sabers in? There is an available model for the Pegasus, but I don't believe it has any textures. We need a lot of work to be done, but yeah, it's doable. It is doable. Add an open and closed version? I could. I think those are good suggestions. They're actually super easy to turn into objects. It's like not challenging at all. So I'll probably go ahead and do that. We got around that by making it destructible. Oh, wait, that's pretty smart, actually. I can make destructible flood doors. I can make it so it, like, pops. That's not a bad idea. The Weaver's pretty smart for that, actually. What would happen if you left a sack of potatoes in the dark with no soil? Yeah, it would become this pulsating flood blob. I really like these gross, like, flood openings on it. It's so disgusting, but very iconic. Even this has it right there. Pretty cool. Pretty freaking neat, dude. But here's what I'll do. Next we're going to do is we're going to grab these. We're going to make a bunch of different sizes of them. Then I'm going to go ahead and make a bigger version of this one. Then we're going to do the flood doors. We can probably knock all this out in the next like 30 minutes. I genuinely think it's pretty easy to do. So let's work on it. We're going to close our palm tree here. Save it. Let's open up. Where's our flood folder? I think it's flood temp. No, that's flood objects. Here we go. We need the flood mound. Flood mound. Oh my god, that physics model is atrocious. Let's clean this up really quickly and then re-export it. That's still pretty... No, it's pretty bad, but it's okay. We'll make it work. Look at that. There's so much extra detail for no reason. Even still, there's a bunch of extra detail when I decimate it. It'll just have to do for now. Collision model, good god. Whatever, it's fine. I'm not gonna look at it. How's my day been? My day's been great. I had an amazing birthday party last night. Very busy. Honestly, it wasn't even a birthday party. It was just like a whole birthday day. It was like, went to dinner with all my friends, tons of people. Then we went to a skating rink, which was really fun. Came back, had some drinks, hanging out. It was just a really good time. It was a really good time. Those of you guys who didn't see, all right? I got some really cool gifts from some really, really nice and amazing friends that I have, but also one that I can show on stream and often. This. Kaboodly was there last night and he came up with a great idea of repainting this thing. So I might get this in blue and yellow. Get it like repainted, redo the wear. It also has like lights that work on the sides, but I don't have the batteries in right now. It's pretty sick. It's got like a whole stand and everything, so it's been sitting on my desk. It's pretty damn awesome. I think it's the Infinite model as well, if I'm not mistaken. Really clean. Really, really clean. I love this thing. Mr. Streamer, where did you go? The helmet lights are very trash. Well, I don't expect them to be like actually, literally flashlights. They're just there for show. How do we acquire said helmet? GameStop. GameStop has a full-on Master Chief one, and then they have like the multiplayer red team one. I don't know if there's a blue team one, but what I thought was cool about this, and it even has the like red team logo on the stand. It's the Cobra, which is pretty cool. Pretty neat. It's a really cool prop. Need a full set of armor to go with it. Yeah, I gotta hit up Skaboodly for that. Hit up his like massive army of 3D printers. Like, please, I'll supply you with the goods. I'll give you all the materials for the 3D printer. There's a blue team version. That's pretty sick. I think I prefer the red team version though, just because like, kind of iconic, you know? All right, here's our flood thingy. We're gonna do scale 2 for a bigger one. Save it to flood mound medium. Export it. We'll scale it again. Be flood mound large. Export that. I don't even know if we need an extra large, to be honest. But I'll make one real quick. Because why not? Make the flood mound huge. Flurial mounds. It was cool though. I'm glad Skaboodly came last night. It was really fun. It was really good to see him. I haven't hung out with him in a while. He's been really busy. Adam, thank you for the tip. I have the exact same helmet, just normal cheap colors. I think it was 40-ish at Target. What I really want is, dude, why is my thing broken? What I really want is a Mark 5 helmet. Mark 5 helmet would be sick. I just honestly love the Mark 6 that's in Infinite. It's so clean. It's such a good, like, helmet model. Flood mound medium. Flood mound large. Okay, and what we do need to do really quickly, oh wait, forge, we'll go to our flood folder again. We're gonna make those again. So we go flood mound medium, flood mound large. I'm gonna put in the redo of the flood mound. Shapely Attractor, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the support. I don't know if you meant to write a message there, but if you did, feel free to write it in chat. But thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Door. My god, is that door? Well, if you mean flood door, we will be getting an opened version of the flood door. Maybe a destructible one, too. So good at modeling the Draugr now. I would definitely be better. I don't know if I would say so good. But better? Yeah. Yeah, it would definitely be better. Alright, let's get the flood mound back in here. I'm in the new OG 360 UI for this year. I'm glad you like it. I'm gonna be enhancing and overhauling the start and end screen later tonight as well. But thank you, I'm glad you could recognize it. The fact that you could look at that and be like, oh, that's OG 360, I feel very happy. It just means that I did a good enough job designing it that you can pick up the aesthetic for it. I mean, okay, to be fair, the notifications give it away, to be fair. Yeah. And also, I said this earlier, but I finally fixed, well, unfixed the membership thing. So the membership spam is back. So if anybody gifts like over, well, any amount of memberships actually, it'll do like a double notification where they start spamming again. Everybody was asking for it back. But it's also better because it doesn't delay tips and things. Other notifications can still come in while it's doing it. I tried to strike a balance of the best of both worlds. Have you had a chance to play any Helldivers lately? Super Earth is getting directly invaded by the Illuminate. I haven't, but I really want to because it looks so fun. Genuinely looks like super, super fun. Great model. I think I would have an absolute blast playing it. You know, let me get the physics model as well. Is it worth it? I've been seeing some amazing, amazing clips coming from like Twitter and stuff of people just going through this absolute hell of just like giant leviathans like crashing into the ground and stuff. It's so sick. Then just do it. Last bit of the stream, why not? I gotta have to install it, but I'd be down. I'm level 150 at 10 hours. I only played it like a couple times. I'm a complete noob. I barely remember even how to play because it's been so long. But it'd be fun. Because nobody will watch it. Yeah, no, I would do it just to do it. At this point, I'm just like, screw it. If people don't want to watch me play Helldivers at the end of a stream, then frick them, dude. Adam, thank you for the 2!
What Halo nerds of the two-wheeled variety want more than anything? Halo motorcycle helmets. What I wouldn't give to be riding around on the road with a real Mark V helmet on my head.
Oh my god, wait, what the fuck?
Tactical nuke incoming!
Holy shit! Oh my god, dude, that's at 50 memberships! Holy hell! Are you kidding me? Keenan, thank you! What the fuck? That's insane! What the fuck? It actually... The spam is working! Holy shit, Kanan, thank you so much for 50. That is enormous. Guys, if you just got any of these gifts, please give your thanks to Kanan. That's insane. Holy shit. Kanan, thank you for the super chat. You won a
scholarship.
Wait, that's massive. Congratulations. Thank you so much. That is massively... Scholarship is actually huge. Seriously, congrats. Also, you guys, please thank Keenan. That is unbelievably generous. My god. Holy hell. Thank you so fucking much. And congratulations. The curse is back. Yeah, the membership explosion. The curse is here. It's real. Oh, and now it's got a little with it as well. Paul, thank you for the super chat.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank
birthday
you.
Cake emoji.
Thank you very much. I had a very good birthday. And Adam, thank you for the 1. Where's the sniper death membership sounds Oh, true. I forgot to add those. Happy birthday. Thank you, Keenan. Seriously, congrats. Scholarship is huge. That's so massive. It's like life-changing. Oh. Thank you so much. You guys, if any of you guys are getting these memberships, I see your name popping up on screen right now. You better give your thanks. That's extremely generous. And then, hey, maybe join supporter chat. I don't know. Crazy idea. It's a good time on the Discord server with your newfound membership. Just a thought. I'll DM the sniper sounds to you. Please do. I'll add them in. I can probably add them in like right now. I'm gonna wait until all the memberships are done so I don't accidentally break it. You're gonna miss another mass spam of this the moment you add in that gifts stream elements. Wait. I don't know what you mean, not a gun. Oh. Yeah, the voice lines for Killing Spree, etc. I'm going to. I don't have enough custom sounds in yet. After I did the initial like overhaul of everything, I worked on it for like another day, added a couple of unique. Oh, offensive bias, got it. Congrats. But I do want to add a lot more to it. I think there's a lot more potential with it, and I want things to go like way crazier. Like that was like for 50 memberships, dude. I want the entire screen like exploding. That's so huge. That is massive. Like, yeah, I did make a funny sound effect for a membership gift that big, but like, oh my god. My entire stream should be like exploding for like 5 minutes for how unbelievably insane that is. Maybe not literally 5 minutes, but you know what I mean? Like, it's insane. That's so generous. My God, thank you again. You know, that's massive. Sniper sounds have been DM'd. Thank you. I will literally set those up like right after these are done. I'll replace the little, no, I might have to re-render it out in After Effects to do that. So maybe not on stream. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Gotta get that Mandalorian skin in Fortnite today. $19 Fortnite card. The Mandalorian skin does look really good. I think it looks way better than the Battle Pass one, to be honest. Hot take, but I like it more. Look at that. Oh, we're so back. Even after switching to stream elements, it is no longer possible to escape the sounds. No, the collision model doesn't work. I gotta fix it. Oh. Sounds like I'm inside the original Xbox menu. The vibes, the vibes! Hidden Xperia came over this Flood Forge. Excuse me? What do you mean by that? Iconic. It hopefully is like a cool vibe. I mean, it's not going to be as good as Infinite's flood objects, but it'll be at least like, you know, the Halo 3 styled objects that everybody likes. It'll give you that Halo 3 flood vibe. The last time we actually got flood. Halo 4 flood game mode does not count. Does not count. Oh, it's over? Oh, that's crazy. I mean, it doesn't have actual flood though, so it's never going to be as good as it could be. 10 years. Oh, don't say the 10 years quote. Too soon. Too soon. I will say, during the insider builds of Halo Infinite and throughout Halo Infinite's life cycle, when they accidentally were like glitched in, there were flood objects, like for some kind of flood-based game mode that was definitely cut. I saw them myself. They existed. They were real, but they looked kind of like weird. They were kind of like the Halo Wars 2 style flood, where they had like glowy bits. Flood. I mean, they were flood. Before flood gave me PTSD. What was the dev team smoking when they made the flood Spartan noises? Yeah, I mean, you could say that about any Halo 4 noise, to be fair. Okay, maybe the collision model's actually okay. I don't know if I need any flood chunks bigger than this. I feel like it'd be kind of pointless to make like the actual huge flood chunk. Like this, the large scale one's already gigantic. You know? Should I make a bigger one? Should I put the huge in? I feel like that's already so large. I think it's probably fine. The thing that I'm sad about now is the flood crusty plates. The XL flood plate's like tiny compared to this thing. Or maybe not that tiny. It's like, oh my god, wait. Maybe I had the wrong flood plate before. This thing is enormous. No, wait, that's the XL. I had that. Okay, maybe the XL objects are actually reasonably sized. That's not bad. Play the new Doom yet? I beat the other day and had a lot of fun, so I might play 2016 again. Wait, that's literally what I'm gonna do. Ever since the new Doom came out, people have been talking so mixed about it, but I think it looks amazing, so I want to go through and play the original again. Leopard King, thank you for the 5!
Those flood Spartan noises are valid. Rejected should use them for Dono alerts.
I will literally grab those sounds. They sound weird. They like screech like kind of. It's weird. Halo 4 flood sounds. They are scary, to be fair. To be fair, they are rather scary. I actually kind of like them. I lied. I actually kind of like them. I don't like the visual design at all, but they're gross and creepy. I actually like the Halo 4 flood sounds. I like them. Me when I'm tweaking, that's what I say. I kind of like them. They're weird, but I kind of like them. They're scary. They're really creepy. They don't really sound like an animal. They sound like a dying animal, which would be the proper sound. Horse on the fence? What? Actually, you're not far off. It kind of, the Guilty Spark level and CE Havoc mod is honestly not. I haven't played it yet. What is the CE Havoc mod? Havoc mod. Camo Chief. Oh, that's cool. There's a lot of old school modded vehicle tags in here from like custom edition. Longsword. What the hell? What is this? Adam, thank you for the 117. Halo 2 Anniversary multiplayer flood forms go hard. Honestly, I don't remember that at all. I have to check. Nostalgia stuff from the Dig Site team. Epic music from other Halo games. Flood model from Ruby Rebalanced. More enemies, weapons, friendly vehicles. It's literally Halo Wars FPS. That's pretty sick. Now, the only Spartan in action, Linda and 2 others will accompany you throughout the campaign. You'll find 1 to 3 Spartans in each level. The UNSC Marines are trying on the Halo ring. That's kind of sick, actually. That's kind of sick. I love the Havoc. I haven't played it. Maybe Maybe I'll wrangle Green and we can play it on stream sometime. I know he hates CE mods, though, for some reason. Except Cursed Halo. Which is valid. Cursed Halo's goated. I hate what? Don't you, like, hate most CE mods? I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I'm pretty sure you're not a huge fan of most CE mods. Actually, let me rephrase. Halo 1 mods, okay? Around here, we don't call it Combat Evolved. Alright, it's Halo 1. These gameplays just stale for me. Nah, I mean, that's valid. I blame DRK Steel. DRK Steel guy is a weird one, you're right. I think this is pretty good as far as like the flood objects go. Not too bad, not too bad. Green hates joy. That's not true. He hates recolors, which also is kind of valid. Add the Halo 4 Flood Spartans as an environmental sign to the map. Oh wait, speaking of which, this is not a flood thing. The other map, the island map, I don't think I added the island ambient sounds to it. And so I was noticing it was just like really quiet and sad and boring and stupid when I was there last time. I want to fix that. Zophie's fault? Yeah, Zophie is actually the reason that CE gameplay feels stale when Green plays. The H2A multiplayer infected model, please. Oh, yeah. Halo 2 Anniversary Flood Infected Spartan. I feel like I've definitely seen it. Oh, yeah. Nah, these dudes are nasty. I love it. It's sick. They're so gross. Like the giant thing like coming out of the skull mouth. Freaky. So freaky. Really gross. I love it. That's so good. So nasty. So just vile. Like the tentacle comes out and there's a little protrusion, like a bunch of teensy tiny, like, oh, that's vile, dude. It's so gross. I love it. All right, where's my sounds? Do we have sounds? We don't even have sounds, dude. Okay, we're getting sounds immediately. You're right, it's all my fault. I caused it Excel leak. You heard it here first, folks. Drip particles that fall in the ceiling and sea. Flood levels add sinew webs attached to their rocks and objects. We do technically have like sinew sort of objects, but they're more like tendons. I don't know if I could find any sinewy things because Halo 3 didn't really have them. Oh wait, these are the sounds we're gonna add for the gifted. Every time somebody gets sniped. Yeah, we're doing that. 100% doing that. Alright, let's get some sounds really quickly. Our acoustics palette. Throw it in wherever that is. I don't know, somewhere around here. Somewhere here. Oh, we already have it? I just haven't set it up. Okay, we'll quickly leave the flood map. We'll come right back to it. Load up the island. Poopy. Here, while it loads, I'm gonna go say hello to the kitty. Hi, Peppy. Trying to figure out if Weasel's still here, but she's not. Hang on. He'll figure it out eventually. Right, we need our vibey ass sounds, so we're gonna go what, cluster points. For all of these, they're gonna get the Zanzibar Ocean Waves sound. I will reload the map. I'll close it, reopen it. And when we reload, we should have some vibey ass sounds. Shaping keeps crashing each time I load or reach scenario tag. That's a new one. I don't know what's up with that. Either way, I'm on Helldives. Do you want to join at some point? Seriously, if you want to play a few missions. Happy belated birthday. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. And I need to install it, but I'm not against it. Be fun. Oh wait, listen. Ocean. More subtle than I expected. Oh, you know what it is? We need sound scenery on the map. That's what it is. We need sound scenery ASAP. I'm gonna actually put it on this map. This is, I try not to put any sound scenery on the other maps, but would actually be really, really good here. Don't know. It's something pretty cool and pretty fancy that all maps should probably have. You have effect scenery and you have sound scenery, and I mean it's exactly what it seems like. A sound scenery object is pretty straightforward. Sound scenery, that's 100 Citadel sound scenery. Levels. Zanzibar sound scenery. We would like waves? I don't know if we want waves or waves 2. Do waves. Put one down. Set it up. We should hear. Volume is a sphere. Override. Oh, I can override the distance. 900 to 900. Let me try adding waves too. Maybe it sounds even better. It's kind of nice. It's subtle. You can hear ocean waves. Really hear that with the music playing? Okay, fair point, fair point. Also, my game is quiet. Well, let me turn my game up. Here is the ocean. Need seagulls? I could also add seagulls. Let's add it real quick. No, that's effect scenery. Sound scenery. Do we have seagulls? We have Earth City birds? Monopoint seagulls. Really hearing anything from the seagulls. Just needs a Margaritaville and depressed boomers, and it's perfect. Florida experience. I think I heard the distant seagulls. There they are. What if I'm all the way over here? I have the distance set really high, so I should be able to hear it everywhere on the map. Let me see if I can change the shape of it really quickly. If I have it's a giant, ultra large sphere. Sphere, vertical cylinder. Not seeing it up here. To refresh the map. Okay, if I see it as a sphere, it's fine. Oh, I just didn't have a height. Duh. I think I'm gonna make it so it's like you hear it when you're in and around the water. I have another one, is that? Okay, so I hear wind. Put my camera in it. Okay, yeah. Then I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have the distance be 900 to 900. Hear it absolutely everywhere in the map. But this way you don't hear it unless you're actually close to the water, so I'll move it down the ground. So. And I'll make the height like 10. So like up here I can't hear it, but then if I go down, now I can hear waves. What's up, Shawty Crew? We're ASMR beaching right now. I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna do the regular waves. As well as waves too. Double it up for all that extra wavy noise. Very oceany. From the water and swim. Women. Good vibes, good vibes. Fuck. Feature, it's a feature. Imagine being there in VR. That would be nice, actually. This would be a good VR environment. Everything would be very blurry, though. If you ever played VR chat and had like a Halo 3 Spartan avatar, I'm telling you right now, up close, these are some blurry-ass, chunky-ass models. They look good in 2D. In 3D, when you're like able to hold them in your hands, less so. Your zodiac sign? My zodiac sign is Gemini. I'm one day off Taurus, but I'm a Gemini. I know that because women. Alright, let's turn the music back on. Alright, SMR's good. There be a kill barrier in the water? Yeah, I'm either gonna make the water more shallow or I'm adding a kill barrier. I think I'm gonna do the kill barrier. Like that is like two ways you can take it. We could try doing the kill barrier right now. Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. I missed you, girl. Peppy's here. Hi, puppy. You're so sweet. You came to hang out. Puppy. Like a forgeable kill barrier, so if forgers want to use the water, they could. I mean, it's possible, yeah. Very dangerous to do a map-sized kill barrier, though. You could easily break a map just by accidentally grabbing it and covering a spawn point. Also, it would be extremely unoptimized just due to the only way that you could make it. Rotating grid. We have the giant invisible barrier, which is like an ultra mega grid. I was doing something. Can anyone remind me what it was? I got totally distracted. Oh, right, the kill trigger volume. Okay, this is going to be kill water. And then fence. How far is it? Jesus, the map is huge. Nobody's ever gonna use all this space. Leopard King, thank you for the super chat. Get it. Thank you so much. Spill Fencer, thank you for the tip as well.
Fuck the music, play the OG Xbox startup on repeat PLS.
Valid, valid. The fucking ding. Alright, that might be good enough here. Let's see. Do I now die in the water? Here's one startup sound might be the most goated sound of all consoles. Forget. I didn't have a PS1, so I don't remember what it sounds like. Perfection. I'd like to go for a swim, please. Flawless. I love that the dinghy, just because of the way the physics works, it like just creates ripples as it sits there and just wiggles around in the water. I've got an Arizona iced tea with that, but I wanted you to have it instead rejected. It would warm my heart. Thank you, Leper. I appreciate it. And true. Arizona iced teas, so good. I love that they're never going to switch off the 99 cents. Makes me so happy. I used to have one of those like every day in high school. Now I have to take the dinghy to the other side. Oh! Scary now. Adam, thanks for the 1! Make a grid of fire so we can have rotating fire. Demon would love that. Spill Fencer, thank you!
Startup is goated by
What does this sound? I'm gonna look it up right now. I forget what it's. I know I'm gonna recognize it when I hear it, but in my head, I'm hearing the old Mac startup sound where it goes like boom. Oh yeah. Hell yeah, that does go really hard. That does go really, really hard. Also, fire? Somebody wants a fire grid. I think the grid is already fire, personally. It's a good looking map. I think we're ready to head back to the flood map. This one feels and looks really good already. We're gonna make some sick ass maps with this. Play the OG Xbox sound? Alright, I've seen a lot of requests for it. Oh, I heard that sound play like 1,000 times growing up. Happy birthday. Thank you. I appreciate it. Able to make the aircraft carrier create ripples? Probably. Yeah, I am. Really big ones, too. Oh, no. Like that. This is so sad. I had a modded OG Xbox. The menu was blue. That's sick. I'm so jealous. I always wanted a modded Xbox as a kid. It was like my #1 thing. Star Wars might have some good flood sounds for ambience in the flood map. Well, since we're gonna head to the flood map anyway, I'll let you know. I already have flood ambience on the flood map. You'll hear it. Get on Halo 4. I don't wanna. Halo 4's doo-doo. Smells bad. Because if you paint your helmet blue and yellow, I legally get to call you Washington. It's not Agent Washington, okay, but I am gonna paint it. I probably have to like take it apart, sadly, but when I do paint it, it should look cool. I'll get to try out weathering and stuff. But yeah, we have. You hear that? Let me pause the music. Let's turn the volume up. Wow, that's so creepy. There's like, I'm gonna turn this up really loud. Tell me you don't hear like humming and music in this ambience. It's so creepy. It's like, show me your helmet. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mark 6. I like the lights and everything. And it's wearable, which is pretty awesome. No, this wasn't from Skaboodly. This is from my other friend, Emmy. She got me it. It's like an official Microsoft sold thing. Is that helmet's purpose to cover the bald? This is not Griff, dude. It's Sarge, if anything. It's red. Look, it's literally got the Cobra red team stand. He cheated? No, it wasn't Skaboodly. But when Skaboodly came over, he did say that he was like, oh, I should have printed you a helmet. I was like, no, that's too much. Bill Fencer, thank you for the 4.
This is cool, but can you replace the flood audio with alternating OG Xbox and PS1 startup sounds?
No, I don't. The distance, you just hear like this quiet echo. Microsoft's coming to get me. Looks orange on camera. Yeah, my light's a little bit orange. Birthday's over. Can we call him? I'm not bald, dude. You hear Keenan calling me bald. What the fuck? The occasional GameCube sound. Nintendo's coming. Guys replace a lot of the Halo 4 armor. Mad because bald? Because I'm not bald, dude. I have a nice head of hair, alright? You guys are just jealous because you're probably bald. Okay, I think that's what's going on. I think it's just insecurities. Every time I try to make my hair look better, I make it look worse somehow. Adam, thank you for the 2!
Hyperkin's remaster of the Xbox Duke controller having a mini LCD screen in the center that plays the OG Xbox startup animation is probably the coolest custom non-performance controller ever. Put a short of it in stream chat.
No, I know what you're talking about. It is fucking amazing. I'll show it.
Hey everyone, Steve here, and in this video I'm unboxing the Hyperkin Duke controller for the Xbox One. So this is a controller that was released around 2018 and is basically a remaster of the original giant Duke controller for the first Xbox. I've got this cool jungle green color, but there are a few others out there as well.
It's beautiful.
The box it comes in is nice and sturdy and the contents are pretty sparse. You get a USB cable which is needed because this is a wired only controller. The home button is probably the coolest part of this controller because when you plug it in, it does the original Xbox startup animation and plays some sound too, which is pretty nuts. This also stays on for the entire time you're plugged in, which is kind of funny. When you compare it to the actual OG Duke, the resemblance is basically perfect. There are a few modern updates to the new controller, like additional bumper buttons, but overall, if you're a big nostalgia fan or just love the Duke design, this is probably something worth seeking out for the collection.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's sick. Dude, the ambience here is so creepy. What other ambience do I even have? Sorry, I'm getting so distracted instantly, but I'm like, I want to check this out. We have cluster palette, no, cluster points. This is the wide open. Blood tunnel, tighter spaces. There's one called just Scary Loop H3. I'm gonna try Scary. I like the wide open, it's really good. It's perfect even. I'm gonna try Scary Loop H3 though. Let's reload it. A drivable flood impacted cove ship or plug it. I could, I won't, because it wouldn't really fit very well on the map. But I could. Pretty easy to do. Alright, do you guys like the windy, like, ooh, like humming creepy noise, or whatever is about to come up next? That's creepy. People are gonna be like, I'm gonna forge a flood map, and they're gonna be like, I'm actually just gonna mute the game audio and play music. This is. Yeah, this is pretty awesome. I'm spooked. You just hear slithering around and like distant roars. It's so creepy. Yeah, do not drop an edible and listen to this. Yeah, you are right. Spill Fencer's back. Thank you for the tip.
This is cool, but can you add flood variants for every vehicle and weapon and character? I am patient.
Of course, duh, that only would take me months. That's not hard at all. Thank you for that. I would like to do some kind of flood variants for certain things. I'm not against doing that, but it's just a lot of work for one sandbox that's probably not going to get used all that much when I could just not do that and release the mod. To answer your, I know, obviously ironic question, but yeah. Add bald flood. They're already bald. They're already bald. What are you making me touch my hair every time somebody says bald? Why does my hair look so bad today? I didn't put gel in it. Adam, thank you for the 1. Consider me spooked. Also, Green was absolutely tweaking in chat. Why was he tweaking? He does tweak pretty often, but why was he tweaking this time? Bald, like, I'm not bald! There's clearly tons of hair on my head. I hate it here, dude. Quietly add more flood cliffs to my map here. I'm gonna put some flood tendons around because I'm so mad, dude. So mad, I'm just gonna add a flood tendon C to this wall right here. That's how freaking mad I am. Wow, these sounds are like actually so horrifying. Flood paddle? That's not what that is, dude. That is not it. Try some of the Halo 2 ones. I mean, the Halo 2 ones are pretty good, yeah. Halo 2 stuff is not bad. The thing is, with Halo 3, they really, like, redid the entire flood aesthetic. Kind of gave it its own, like, new, unique vision. Don't have sounds. We give them gross flood flesh sounds. Alright, time to do it. Time to fix it and add disgusting fleshy walking noises, because I clearly missed it. Flood, not the mounds, we want the flood tendons. Oh, yummy. Missed the slightly fluorescent green of CE in 2. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's sad that we don't really have that anymore. Halo Wars 2 brought like orange glow, which I honestly didn't really like that much. I like the subtle, like greenish, almost cyan glow of CE in 2. Walking on wet bacon. They're literally called tendons in the files, which I both love and hate. Orange glow weak point BS. It's not bad from a game design standpoint, but I think the old way of the glows was better personally. Do any of these have the correct? Yeah, they do. Okay, maybe it was just the tendons then. There we go. Now we walk on it, we can hear disgusting squishy noises. My immersion is consistent now. We're chilling. This whole flood sandbox is looking pretty good. I'm feeling like I'm at the point where I'm definitely ready to get this uploaded as a new major update for the mod tonight. Kind of does look like bacon. No, bacon. You know what? Don't answer. Never mind. I don't want to know. I'm gonna go make myself another cup of coffee real quick so I don't get too like tired. I'm also looking for an excuse to stand up. I can honestly only sit at my PC for like a good hour or two before I need to stand up and stretch. My body just starts screaming at me. It's like, what are you doing? Get the fuck off your ass. You gonna try new Halo 4 weapons if I compile them up? Hell yeah, I would love to, dude. That'd be sick as fuck. I'm super excited. Yeah, let me go AFK for just a minute. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab myself coffee. I'm gonna go stretch my legs real quick, and we'll come back and finish this. I will be right back. Give me just a minute. Boo! You're scared. You were zoned into what you were doing. You had forgotten the stream was even on in the background, and now you're scared. Read last. The trees can get a collection of flood popper mounds. Yeah, for a forest object, that's a really good idea. I think it's a fantastic idea. Yeah, I like that. I've sent you 3 things, Drake, and 2 of them you're not going to like. They're gonna be furries, but they're gonna be too much of. Ah, see? See? Okay. You said I sent you 3 things, 2 you're not gonna like. You just sent me two Agent Washingtons. Okay, here's Agent. See, this is the difference, okay, between me and Agent Washington. Here's Agent Washington. Let's zoom in. See his colors? Enhanced to rejected shotgun. Oh no, what's that? Is that a different shade of blue? The Agent Washington has like a pale light blue. Now me, I got that nice deep saturated royale blue. On the snow map, I'm telling you, it's a different color. Each shade, colored shade, back in Halo 3. Jesus, the fucking map sounds, dude, are so creepy for like no reason. Go on the snow map, fine. I'll go on the snow map, but I'm telling you, I remember Halo 3's color palette very well, and I'm right, and you're wrong, and also you stink and smell bad. So that's embarrassing. I would hate to be you right now. I'll show you. Corporate wants you to find the difference between these two parts. Blue and yellow is a very good color scheme, okay? In fact, mine's not just blue and yellow. It's blue and yellow with a white tertiary color, okay? Said before on stream that you made your Spartan look like Washington. What? You're hallucinating. I picked those colors when I was a kid, separate from any red versus blue. No shade at red versus blue or anything, but I didn't even like Agent Washington as a character that much. Ooh. Brutal, innit? Yeah. Brutal. Look at that. He's got the pale blue. I got the royal blue. Pale blue. Royal blue. Literally the same. Bro, get your eyes checked. Okay. This is the official rejected shotgun color scheme. This is the Agent Washington not rejected shotgun color scheme. Completely different. Completely different. Okay. Sweet royal blue. Said, okay. Bro just says okay after I disprove his entire existence. I'm going back to the flood sandbox. Let me look at the other thing though. What was the other thing you sent? Yo! Okay, hold on. Like, actually though, hold up. Demon, if you guys don't know, Demon's amazing at designing characters. Girl on the left, that's cute as fuck. Like a demon girl, she got horns and like a staff. I love that like royal fit. Whoever this is on the right, this is Battle Axe Light Yagami. Not Light Yagami, L. LG Margugligo from Dead Note. They're both half orcs and their siblings. I do love half orc aesthetics. They just got like the orc characteristics, but they still look human. Sick. Her horns are fake. That's okay. That's fine. The crown, that's sick. I don't care. It still looks cool. You're talking to her and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna take my horns off real quick. I'd be like, honestly, fine. Put them back on though, because they look good. The Grudge Witch. Now I like characters actually that have like super insane hair. I think that's actually really dope. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. Guy is the same physique as King Boomy. I fuck with that. That's a guy? No, I figured. Did I say she? I thought I said guy. That's so nasty. I love it. Mod up this man's chair tags to Discord. Actually you can't. Actually no. Just because I actually left it in one time. Nande, thank you for the 2!
MEAT.
Oh, don't you just want to take a big, juicy bite out of the flood mound? Aren't you just looking at this, your mouth starts watering, you just, all that biomass is probably full of so much protein. Yummers! I'm not Hyper 7. Would have fooled me. I also sent a video, which is perfect. What did you send? I only know basic context about this.
Hey kid, sorry to interrupt your doom scrolling, but Super Earth is under attack. It's bad. The Illuminati are right outside. Everyone's dying. It sucks. We need to put a stop to this. You're gonna waste away on social media and let the squids win? Not on my watch, champ. Here, take this gun. You're a Helldiver now. We're all counting on you. John Helldiver out.
Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. You got banned from the last stream? What did you do? What did you do? We're tame around here as long as you're not like literally evil. We're chill here. How did you ban? Did Green ban you or did John YouTube do you in dirty? I said I love space races. I think I remember when you said that. Green banned you. I mean, I don't think that's a ban-worthy offense. Like, it's obviously you're doing it in reference to like sci-fi fiction stories. That's like being like those damn elites. Like, ironically, sci-fi fiction. Nobody thinks you're like being a literal racist. That would be horrible, obviously. Green's gonna have to ban me from my own stream every time I call an elite a split jaw. They're like, they're not real! But honestly, I don't blame Green, because that is borderline. That is borderline. That's some edgy humor. That's not even edgy, actually. Who am I kidding? That's not fucking edgy. Ah. Form radar. Forms today. Hold up, guys. I'm a weather nerd. I'm a storm chaser on the down low. Really bad one. Oh shit. Severe thunderstorm warning. Damn. Any tornadoes? Any tornadoes? Do we have any tornadoes? No tornadoes. Action is minimum. I didn't look at the forecast today. Sad. Oh, weather, yeah. Do you have Supercell WX? I do, actually. Yeah, I have Supercell WX. It's really nice. I don't pay for any of the. I don't pay for like Radar Omega or WeatherWise or anything, so I just use Weather WX and a regular radar app on my phone when I'm out. Sadly, I've only got out once this year, I think, to Storm Chase, because we had a tornado touchdown north of me by, like, I want to say, like, 20-ish miles north of where my town is. And I went out for it, but unfortunately, I was too late, and I missed it. The supercell was really beautiful that came after it, but it fell apart, and the tornado didn't reform, sadly. So I didn't get to see it. There's still chances this year, but it's lower now. I'm really hoping I get to see a tornado this year, but it hasn't happened yet. Not yet. It could still happen, though. It's still May. May and June are still really, really... You almost died to a tornado? Jesus, what happened? A side note, I should probably do the forge list for this map so we can actually test it out in-game and see all the new objects. May 26th, Sunday morning, outbreak. What year was that? Was that this year? Oh, what the fuck am I saying? It's the 22nd. Oh, it was an anti-cyclonic F3? EF3? Sorry. Really rare for an anticyclonic. This year, I presume you mean last year, considering it's only May 22nd. Damn, that's scary as hell. For an anticyclonic tornado to get all the way to EF3 damage is wild. That's scary, though. I'm glad you're alright. Have you ever forgotten to come back to a live stream? No, I have not. Well, I've never forgotten to come back to a live stream, but there's been like a couple times throughout all my time streaming where I have left for like an hour on accident. Not on accident, but like unexpectedly. 12 conform tornadoes in that one storm system. That's wild. One supercell dropping 12 tornadoes is crazy. That being in the path of a supercell that long lasting is really, really scary. Well, I want to make Flood Gulch really quickly while I talk. Because basically at this point now, I just need to make the map look good and work in Forge. That's what I was trying to say. Which I remember watching Max Velocity a few days ago and seeing a 2-mile wide wedge in Kansas live. That shit was wild. Yeah, I was watching that actually. I was watching that. It was after my stream. My stream ended and I went and I turned on Max Velocity because I knew there was an outbreak that day. I hope you know every time I stream on an outbreak day, in my head I'm just like, God, I wish I was watching Max's stream right now. It's like the best thing to have up, to just be working during like a tornado outbreak day and then just watching the coverage and seeing stuff happen live. He's so funny sometimes that I try to be. Yeah, he's a good streamer. He's a really good streamer. We woke up to the sirens. That's so scary. I worry that I would not wake up to the sirens. I sleep like a log, dude. I have 3 monitors going. I only have 2. My desk is too small. My next big upgrade to my setup honestly needs to be a new desk so that I can start to fit more monitors. I could do like wall and desk mounts, to be fair, but our neighbors didn't. Oh God. Were they okay? Did it like hit you head on, or was it just like nearby? It was like a near miss situation. Mid-shift when the sirens were running. That's crazy. Power was down for the day and internet was down for 4. Understandable. Those things will tear up infrastructure like nothing else. There was an EF1 a couple nights ago that hit 15 miles south of me after your stream 3 in the morning. That's fucking scary. At least it was only an EF1. Although, with how the EF system works, you have no idea how strong that tornado really was if it just didn't hit anything. I'm also one of those people that has an issue with the EF scale. I understand that it's hard to get accurate wind speed measurements of tornadoes, and you basically would need a Doppler on wheels for like every single possible tornado that strikes to be accurate with it. So they use like damage measurements to keep it more consistent. But when you have things like 200+ mile/hour tornadoes striking a field and getting rated EF1 because the damage wasn't consistent, is obviously there's a problem. The stovepipe tornado that took out a house and then lifted right after it. That's fucking scary. I don't have a whole fleet of Dominator units. Dude, I wish. That'd be sick. Can we get a billionaire who's really into storm chasing? Like, we have, like, Elon Musk for the rocket industry. Can we get a billionaire who just fucking loves tornadoes to be like, yeah, I'm gonna fund, like, the craziest shit you've ever seen? Like, I'd never recover if I heard a real-life emergency siren. I don't get tornadoes yet, but they seem to be more common in the prairies in Canada. Yeah, no, Canada still gets tornadoes. There was that EF5 that struck... What was that? Erie? Not Erie. Where am I thinking of? It was like Ellie, Manitoba, I think, got an EF5 tornado. This is a really photogenic EF5 tornado as well. It was like, it was really thin. It was like a thin, like, almost not a rope tornado, but it was like not wide, but the wind speed was ungodly on it. It obliterated everything it touched. They're cool till they destroy your town? Yeah, exactly. You, Elon. I'm just making a comparison of like a billionaire who's like changed an industry or like put a bunch of money into something. Get a lot of funnel clouds. I just want to see a funnel cloud, you know? I've never seen one. Even in all my storm chasing even. To be fair, I don't drive out to go. I just wait for the storms to come within like a 50-mile radius of me, and if they're there, I'll be like, okay, now I go. I'm not trying to drive hundreds of miles. My car probably wouldn't even last. All right, let's listen to less flood sounds and do more forge menu. More forge menu. All right, here we go. We have the forge menu. Flood mound. Oh, I actually have. Dude, I didn't even remember this. I had planned, I guess, months ago, or like a month ago when I was working on this, to do the small, medium, and large flood mounds. I just did it again without even thinking about it. When the sky turns green for those really quick onset storms that I get queasy. Yeah, when the sky turns green, I have been in tornado warnings before as a kid, back when I lived in Dallas, and I will say the sky turning green is a very real thing. It's like a very turquoise, greenish color, and it's very fucking ominous. I remember as a kid watching the rotating part of the supercell, the actual, where like the potential tornado was going to be, going over my house, and the sky was green and the sirens were going off. Extremely eerie. I went into the backyard, like my stepdad called me out and he was like, check this out, and we like go out and we look, and you could just see the clouds like turning so quickly right over you. Love the blue color you can see during hailstorms. Yeah, I mean that's like the turquoise green we're talking about. The road near Joplin, when they got hit, I was sad to see it all destroyed. God, that's horrible. Joplin was just devastated by that. I would be a mess if I had to see a town just utterly destroyed like that. I would be just a huge mess. Green skies happen all the time here in Chicago. Yeah, I mean, it's during the green skies is not like a tornado exclusive thing. It's just when you have a really, really big thunderstorm, like a supercell thunderstorm, which you will see those definitely in Chicago. It causes, it's when you're near sunset, the light will filter through the storm in such a way. Sunset or sunrise, to be fair. It's just like the bent light, like if it comes through a storm, it will bend the light to be more of a greenish hue. It's a very real phenomenon. It's very creepy. Very, very creepy. I feel like there's got to be some part of our evolution that knows when you see a green sky like that, that something bad could potentially happen, because every time I've ever seen a green sky, I feel this like instinctual like discomfort. It is not good. It's very... It is like an instinctual type thing. It's very creepy and like unsettling. Cashier posted a new video. I watched it earlier actually. I left a comment. It's really, really sick. Let me pull it up. Here, Cashier released this. She has been working on this mod for a very long time, or for this remake of Wizard. In ODST's style. It's so good, dude. It looks so good. All completely custom geometry. It's really nice. I know that she's been going through stuff, so she hasn't been able to work very much on this map. She's had it like being worked on for a while, but it looks so good. It looks. I left a comment saying it basically just feels like a genuine Halo 3 DLC map. It has no right looking this good. She has cooked. I also love I know she like slowed down specifically to show this effect, but I think this is actually so smart. I almost want to do this myself. There's a screen effect when you get close to the teleporters. Everything kind of turns green and blurry. It's cool. I like that a lot. That's a really cool detail. Are they doing Halo 3 CE? Yeah, this is Halo 3 CE. If the HUD wasn't obvious, and I gotta pull back a little bit so that you can see it a little bit better. But yeah, the HUD is Halo 3 CE. Everything's up here and up here. The health bar is perfect. Perfect. Literally like all the Halo 3 colors and like HUD stylizations, but the perfect HD recreation of the CE HUD. Excellent. Just literally perfect. What is this map though? In Halo CE, the map was Wizard. It's also the Halo 2 map Foundation. It's just a really classic map. And then obviously she went ahead and did it in the ODST New Mombasa style. But it's for the CE Halo 3 Combat Evolved mod. Which, by the way, I didn't even recognize it. Yeah, it's really well done. Really, really well done. I love this too. She has like an elevator that goes up. It's the little details like this that really made me be like, damn, yeah, this feels official as fuck. It even has like a dynamic light in it, I think. I saw some shadows moving. It's so cool though. She actually cooked so hard. The vents as well. Like everything about this. Like I know it sounds like I'm just gushing super hard, but like it's extremely impressive. Like extremely. Want to do something terrifying? I'm down. Like, I don't know, dude. Everything about this is just so sick. You can tell too, because I do the same thing whenever I'm doing a preview. Like, she's zooming in on like the upper areas and things. Like these are the small details that players will generally take for granted, but take a shit ton of effort on the part of the map creator. Like her looking up at the multiple floors and like all the detailing, the roof and everything. Things players almost universally take for granted, but takes so much effort that really brings the space to life. Nice destructible objects. There's a section in the video I saw where she goes into Forge as well and shows how... Oh, look, there's even like birds. Like the attention to detail. Like she's done. Like, oh, pelican sighting. Pelican sighted. Police pelican. But yeah, like it's actually crazy. If you look, I want to scrub through it. Like the decals, the set decorations, it's all just phenomenal. Like, even just a little off-centered panel that kind of makes you realize, like, oh, even though it's like super clean in here, like people just like abandoned this place. Some stuff went down here. And this is what I think is really cool. She hops into Forge, right? And then this is one of those things that, in my opinion, really makes it feel like a Halo 3 like official DLC map. Is like these glass panels are Forge objects. That is like shit that Bungie would do. It would like allow you to open up spaces more and things, because certain things would be not just built into the map, but would be forgeable. And like that's such wonderful attention to detail. Even the little props and things, Forge objects. Like that's awesome. So classic. It literally is. It feels fantastic. Like look at the Forge list too. Like you have couches, coffee tables, glass facades. It's really good. This is expertly done. I have a feeling Cashier is gonna go on to make like some banger ass indie games or something in the future, because this is all just so cool. Oh, the skybox, got to appreciate it. The exterior of the building, you can see it's like, that's so sick. It's like an actual tower that she went and constructed the exterior of. Also, I just want to say, this skybox is not just a reused ODST skybox. She took, like how I often do as well, took aspects of existing skyboxes and then proceeded to make her own. Probably using custom like textures and blend maps for the clouds to match her map, placing her own sets of buildings and things. Oh, you can actually play out here. I thought she was just free camming. There's just like an actually functional exterior here. That's sick. But yeah, she basically took existing skyboxes and made them work to her own strengths. And at this point, I would just consider this a custom skybox. Like, obviously, it's using assets from ODST, but like, she clearly put in a lot of work to customize it and make it match her map as perfectly as she wanted to, which is sick as fuck. Oh, hell yeah, the ramp, let's go. I didn't even get to this part earlier. Huge! All the Halo CE ghost physics go crazy. I love it. Yeah, I feel bad having watched all of that on stream, so if you guys want to take a look at it and her channel, let me post it real quick. I want to post it in stream chat for you guys. If for some reason you're not already subscribed to Cashiera and you haven't seen her previous videos and progress that she's posted on her mod, you gotta go check it out. Her channel is literally just a gold mine for modded Halo content for all the stuff that she does, so please go check her out, subscribe to her channel. She has been working on this mod for a long time, on and off, and it seems like she's getting back into it, and it's one of the best mods that you can play. Oh my god, Demon, what the fuck? It's horrifying. I hate it. The smile is so, like, it's like it. The AI clearly stylized it well, but the smile is so uncanny. Like, you're super talented to make such a nice... God damn it, Glitchy. Oh, that's how people become to hate me. Okay, our flood map is cool. I remember now what we're doing. Adam, thank you so much for the 2!
The music choice at the first half of the video reminded me something I completely forgot about. On Tuesday I remade one of my real old L4D2 sound mods. Air traffic control from ODST's Skyline as the tank music, video in stream chat.
Oh. Ow. Almost just stabbed myself in the eye. This is too exciting for the tank. Like, it's cool and it's a banger song, but it's just such like a hype song. Was he in action? I don't mean this negatively, especially because I love this song, but this is not... Like, for a tank coming, I want to be, like, terrified. And I'm just going to hear this come on, and I'm going to be like, the tank's coming. Yeah, I think we got a tank on the way, dude. Good. Skip to the next one. It in action is better. It's kind of like badass. It makes you feel like you're being kind of a badass. You're gonna fucking tank. Here we go. Playing Emerald Cloud from Halo 2. It's a banger. That's like my favorite Halo 2 song. That's not my favorite, but it's one of my favorites. Yeah, it's too hype for me personally. It's not bad by any means, but I like my scary music. I want my flood wiggly sounds in the background going. Where are we at? We're almost... We must be at like 2.5 hours. Yep. I only guessed that based off the song that was playing, because this is like the middle of the Halo 3 soundtrack. Let's do... In Amber Clad. Not because you told me to, but because it's a banger-ass song. Okay, what we're gonna do is the Forge list now. We have it pulled up here. I do need to update a shit ton of stuff on the Flood Sandbox list, actually. I really haven't touched the Flood Sandbox at all because I was kind of discluding it from any upgrades and updates. But now I will fix it. You know, work on the aircraft carrier, the Lich interior later this stream? Possibly. I low-key kind of want to work on the aircraft carrier physics model and getting that like as a functioning object. I want to add like ripple effects to it too, so the water kind of like moves around the base of it. Alright, let me copy all the stuff over from, let's do like Alpine Sandbox because it's the base. I'll copy over all of that vehicle, weapon, palette stuff. Aircraft carrier goes hard. It really does go hard, and I'd love to see people use it to make like aircraft carrier combat maps. It'd be sick. Such a good song. Load, please. All right, copy the vehicle palette. So here's our Alpine Sandbox. So we're put the vehicle palette in. Weapon palette, which probably hasn't changed. Adam, thank you for the tip. Wanna check horror? Check Left 4 Dead 2 intro horde cry I made, also in stream chat. All right, I will check. Equipment, replace. Okay, I think scenery. Yeah, we're gonna need the scenery. But I'm not gonna touch the teleporters palette because that's where all the actual structure objects are. However, I think it is gonna be missing some stuff. Oh, we do need a square terrain object for the flood map. Almost forgot that. Let's go ahead and fix the teleporters palette, though. Because this is going to be, like, the big one. So we have the terrain flat, small, medium, large. Okay, so we got small, medium, and then large. Let's swap this out. Terrain flat, medium. And we can actually input the cliff stuff, finally. Terrain cliff. Okay, that one's actually good. We'll do the medium cliff as well. Music's so loud now. Terrain, cliff, medium, flood. Then we'll do the large. Okay, so we have all our cliffs in. We also have all the flood plates, but... Oh, this is our flood mounds as well. So we have flood mounds small. We'll do flood mound medium. We just added these today, so these are brand new, if you didn't see earlier in the stream. These are our gigantic flood mounds, because I realized we were going to need different sized ones. Oh! Yeah, so this is the really large flood mound. This is the old one right here. It's kind of small, but if you're making an enormous map, you're obviously going to want much larger ones and medium-sized ones, so you can just kind of shove them into walls and stuff and make it better. So we have the giant flood plates, the giant flood mounds in the walls, allowing you to get a little bit more creative with your flood maps. Or... The sounds are so horrifying. I don't want to listen to it anymore. I hate it. I'm gonna turn the in-game volume down a little so we don't have to listen to it quite as loud. Yeah, we still have all of our spawners, so we're chilling there. What else am I missing here? I have all the reach stuff, right? All the reach stuff. Frigate, hard 10. I gotta double check, because there is new stuff on here. I need to make sure I have it. Map barrier right below Cove carrier. Do we have that? Cove carrier, map barrier. Okay, that's good. Honestly, don't really need the waterfall here. I could add it. Where's the waterfall? Right above the water plane. I'll add it. Okay, so those are good. Those are all filled out. I'm trying to think. Anything else? You know what I might do, actually? Let me know what you guys think about this. There are these two objects in the flood palette here. We have a flood pile crust A and flood pile crust B, but they're really small objects. They're really important, but they're small. And pile A looks good, but pile B has this weird texture issue when I pulled out a campaign. It just looks like that. Kind of weird, and I don't really like it all that much, so I'm tempted to instead replace B with a really large version of A. So I'll just like delete this one, and then it'll get swapped out from a much larger version of this so that you can just add more big flood crust piles. I think that'll be actually more useful. Flood crust and flood crust large. Here, man, I've been thinking about the wrong way. What if we remove the carrier and replace it with a dinghy of the same size? Boom, carrier. That's true. The size of the dinghy then would also provide you with some pretty good cover. I like the way you're thinking. Okay. Now I suddenly want to jump out of the flood sandbox, load up the island, and I want to try putting two carriers on either side of the map and see what it looks like. Because the maps are enormous. The island map, all of the Ultimate Forge maps are huge, like disgustingly huge. And I want to see how cool it would look to have two carriers. Since I haven't fixed the water there, I'm going to do them on these sides here. Oh my god, yeah, these things can go insanely far away. Okay, let's copy that Z at -25. Dude. Damn. Put one of these down real quick so we have something to stand on because it doesn't have a physics model yet. Put ourselves, let's do a wombat. No, let's do a saber. Saber would be fun. There we go. Put a saber right there. Be like, oh, you know, we can see the enemy carrier all the way in the distance over there. We're all the way on our carrier here. Take off. This is pretty sick. An island in the middle. You could have like various islands all around with like King of the Hill points and stuff that you could build. Then you could come over to the enemy aircraft carrier and like, oh, this is sick. I'm so glad that you guys asked for this. There's multiple of you over a long period of time have asked for like a water map to do island stuff on. I'm so grateful for that because this is awesome. You could even have like islands like these down in the middle where like you get on the aircraft carriers and then you have a bunch of vehicles, then you come down here and you're like, ideally you don't die, then you gotta like come out and do like King of the Hill stuff. You're like, oh, we did it. We capped the point. Okay, okay, we got to get out of here now. And like everybody hops into a vehicle real quick, a Pelican or a Saber or something, and then you all just dip out. Like, okay, we got to go cap the flag. Splatter yourself for good measure. It's a feature. It's on purpose. It's a feature. If you're landing, you're back on the carrier. Home sweet home. I don't know how I would retexture this if I could. Obviously, this was a skybox decoration piece, so the fact that it's as detailed as it is already pretty crazy. But, like, it could use some love. No doubt about it. Not bad, though. I like this a lot. Really want to fix the water. This is really overdue for fixing. Surface painter? You mean substance painter? I could. Concept art is unfortunately still in the archives. No! Yeah, that Covenant Siege engine that was cut and reached this map. This actually would be a pretty good map for it. It would probably float over the water pretty easily. I could also raise the water level. The water's not that deep. We do have a kill barrier under the water now. He'll die down there now. Last Resort Island is a forge object. That might be just a teensy tiny bit too complex for a forge object. I mean, it is technically possible. I'm not even going to lie to you. It is technically possible. It would just be... It would take... like a week just to do the physics model. Hey! Adam, thank you for the tip! The tip thing is broken, so I gotta go check this. I like the rocket launcher deploy sound, but I think the Saber's rocket ignition should be scaled down Halo 3 rocket launcher sounds. I'd sent it before. Also, don't forget the horde alert. Yeah, I'll check it. I mean, let me listen to it again. Oh yeah, right now they're the missile pod launch sounds, not the rocket launch sounds. I could try it out. 2D spaceships. It's a feature! I haven't started working on the actual carrier object, so right now it's still using the skybox one. That's why we have little funny 2D ships on it. This is going to be so fun. I think the island map here is shaping up to become one of my favorite sandboxes in all of Ultimate Forge 2. Did it just die? It's dead. God damn it. The Saber, yeah, I love the Saber. Okay, it's still alive. Field recharges, nice. Are you gonna stream chat? Yeah, I will. I gotta look at Adam's thing. I want to live. Oh, that was close. Ready for you to get the water to get darker as it gets deeper? Sadly not. Not with forge objects. Only based on maps and stuff. Xerxes! 29 months! Good God, thank you so much. It was a long ass time to be a member, and I appreciate the hell out of you for it. Thank you, thank you. So can you do a nighttime version of this map too? I could. It would just add a ton to the map's file size, but yeah, I could. Also, Adam, thank you for the 2. Or for the 1. Said Saber needs to explode into chunks. Also, Roswell posted aircraft carrier in stream chat saying got 2 reasons. Yeah, I know it. I'm going. All right, I'm just doing stuff. Ooh. Damn, this concept art goes really hard, dude. That's so cool. This is a dope looking ship. It looks very similar to the actual model, too. That's pretty dope. Line in the middle is the sea line. Oh yeah, I see that. Actually, I gotta lower them even further into the water.
This is gonna get bad.
Nice. Okay, that's pretty cool. That was pretty cool. What's he doing? Why do you freaking care? Probably hate me and think I smell bad. Look, I was trying out aircraft carrier combat. We got all the new flood combat stuff going. Now we're trying out aircraft carrier combat. That was pretty good. Pretty good. You did. You friggin' stink, okay? That's what I think. Do one more fly, and then we'll go back to the flood map. Old wombat damage states? I know. I gotta redo the wombat's damage states. Be able to give the saber the reach death animation where it spirals out of control. Yeah, I could probably do that. I gotta add some forces onto the wings that cause it to do a spiral like a fucking Star Wars fighter. It goes, ooh, starts spinning and then blows up. Must fix the scoreboard over the weapon HUD. Oh yeah. The HUD is such a nightmare in Halo 4. Is the carrier drivable? No, it's just a prop. It doesn't even have a physics model yet. This is literally just the skybox one from Longshore. I'm planning on making a whole physics model for it though. It battles over the ocean, exactly. And that's going to be one of the things you're going to be able to do on this map if you want. It's a nightmare if you are a bot. Okay, dude. I'm sure it'll be really easy for you then. You can probably knock it out in like 5 minutes. Yeah, my thought is though, like, you can like build yourself islands all around the map, and then like obviously you'll have carriers and stuff. I think a game mode like that would just be so fun. Build yourself some islands, some points, some bases, add some like objectives to it all, throw a bunch of vehicles on the carriers, and then just go crazy. I probably can. I don't freaking think so, dude. I don't know about that, dude. I don't freaking think so. Any textures, but I could probably. Nah, it's fine, Sophie. At the very least, I'll keep it how it is right now. At the most, I'll just redraw them in Photoshop, because the main thing that I want texture-wise for this, like, I don't even mind leaving all these textures. There's 2 things I want to do that I'll probably end up doing that I don't think will be too challenging. One is going to be a redo of the top texture here. I'm going to give it like a detail map and a lot of like detail. I'm going to redo the lines and stuff and like a really high quality, probably like a 2K image. Either that or I'm going to model them in by hand and give them like some manual textures. That should be pretty easy. Every other texture is pretty much fine. I'm likely going to remove these little curvy bits right here. Or model them in. It's basically, I want to redo this top texture and these little side bits here either need to be 3D modeled or just shrunk down. M76 Walleye Gunboat. Is this the Warthog boat? Is that its actual name? Yeah, okay, this is it. This is from a Reach concept art. It's also, it was modeled in. Bungie showed it off at PAX East 2010. Very cool, but I think somebody modeled it. I'm pretty sure somebody modeled it. Would have been an absolute banger vehicle to have. I swear somebody modeled it. So dope, it really is. Really, really is. Like, I really want to fix this water. I'm gonna have to do that in a minute because it's bugging me a lot. This model does not exist in any tag build. No, I don't think it's gonna be in any tag builds, but somebody did custom model it. How do you launch something that's like Slayer, Forge, and Tag Test? In Halo 3, it's the command is game_multiplayer and then the mode. Like Slayer, CTF, Sandbox. Water combat in a Halo game, the Halo is not Haloing. I mean, I have a water-based vehicle that works pretty well. Like, this actually functions. It does actually float on water. It only floats on water even. You can't drive it on land. It's an actual functioning boat type vehicle. A little dinghy. The water on this map is real, right? Yeah, this is like actual map water. This is not a Forge object. I have a kill barrier underneath. You can get out, splash around in it. Water fog and stuff. Your body floats back to the surface. It's all real water. But the fact that you ask is a testament to how good my Forge water looks. Truly, truly. Not working? I don't know, man. Halo 4 is a mystery to me. Okay, I'm gonna go grab myself a drink really quick. I will be back in 1 whole minute. BRB. Chair stream is peak? I don't think so. I don't think so. Team Chair, Cheam Island. Dude, people will argue about anything. That's crazy. That's crazy. Bald man ruined this. Dude, I will admit to you, my hair looks terrible today because I didn't style it at all. But I'm still not bald. I will continue to be not bald. Turbo Freak! Thank you for the 2!
Kill me or release me, parasite, but do not waste my time with cock. Grave mind, there is much cock.
There is much cock. Your count goes up every time there's a chair on screen. That is unironically true, dude. People are not here for me or my mods. They just want the chair. It's crazy. I think our flood map is good, right? I'm pretty sure. Oh, I was gonna do the crust, dude. We need the big flood crust. Jesus. Why did I didn't even make these that long ago, and I still. Well, to be fair, I didn't know how important it was to have optimized physics models back then. To be fair, I did not know. Freaking no, dude. I know. If you're ever making a mod and you make a lazy physics model, we'll pay for it in the end. Alright, so this is going to be... First I'm going to export it with its less shit tier physics model. Then we're going to make a new one that's 2 times as big. Is 2 times enough? Can I make it like even bigger? Maybe like 3 times bigger. Get the clip I damned you. I'll check in a minute. There is much cock. We got that one. Turbo Sip, thank you for the 2!
When she flood on my crust till I come.
Ew. Ew, dude. Ew. Ew, dude. Oh. Oh my. Ew. Ew, dude. Davy Jones, thank you for the 4! Good to see you.
There is still time to stop the cock from coming.
Okay,
but
what?
first it must be edged. You will goon one likely spot, and you will goon another. Fate had us meet as bottoms, but this ring will make us tops.
You finished off the tip jar, it's glowing! I need to make that glow look way cooler. Thank you for the tip. Wait a minute. Hold on. That came out wrong. I'm quitting VFX and writing Halo smut novels. So based. Fucking badass. Boom! Large. Re-import our flood crust. Now I'm going to re-import flood crust. That's my fucking FFmpeg. Cool strings UI Halo X sandbox UI. New forge text is imported. Now I put it into video game. Our flood sandbox just got a brand new object. I just noticed the 360 tab tip jar. That's nice. Thank you. I'm glad you noticed. Technically, this is like supposed to be 360 themed as well. I mean, the whole stream is supposed to be 360 themed, like the old 360, the Blades dashboard era. Turbo said, thank you for the 2!
When she compile my ass file till I poop. Goo oo oo.
Goo oo oo. That's what Turbo Sim sounds like when he poo. He said, goo oo oo. Ew. Ew, dude. Freaking gross. Ew. David Jones, thank you for the 4!
I need you to take a normal picture with no ass out and no pussy barely peeking through with your back not bent and yada 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 yada. Super funny meme.
Yada. How do you tip something and then get so tired and bored halfway through that you're just like, you know what? Never mind, dude. I'm tired. I've been sick for a week, dude. What the fuck? I'm sorry. That's yeah. You're like a fever dreaming right now. You're like half conscious, like oh, I'm sweating, getting chills. I need to say something really unhinged on this live stream. Was it a pic of the deck of a U.S. aircraft carrier and stream travel reference? Yeah, okay, this is what I was imagining in my head as well. Like that kind of grungy concrete surface, plus the lines being like a very vibrant, like white painted. It's pretty much exactly what I want to do. Okay, I'm gonna boot up tag test. Let's see how Forge is looking on the actual video game. Flood, Halo 3 Flood video game. That's what we're gonna look at right now. David Jones.
The appropriate response when someone has a cute cat is to say, nice pussy.
That's science. We have verified evidence to back that up. What is your name, Davy Jones VFX? Kill me. That's sick. I'm sorry that is brutal. I do hope you get better soon. There's nothing worse than just being sick for an extended period of time. Oh. Fucked up. We did it. Okay, we're loading in Forge into Flood Sandbox. You play Power World? Do you want to play Helldiver? I'm probably not going to play Helldivers. I'm going to let you know right now. I'm just going to work a lot because I have to get Ultimate Forge out tonight. That's my plan. So I'm really not going to have any time to play any games tonight. And then tomorrow I'm also going to be busy because I'm helping host a party. So that's going to be challenging. I'm not even going to be free till Sunday. I'm sorry, dude. I'm just really busy lately. I mean, technically I can choose when I'm busy or not, but like, still. Okay, we're forging. But I will install Helldivers. I do want to play the new Super Earth invasion stuff. Okay, we're in. Let's see. Ground small. Okay, we actually didn't do the ground small properly yet, because it's supposed to be the square one. We do still have to do it. Dude, look at the vibes of that. The fog is so good. You can like not even see to the other end of the canyon until you get in here. That's sick. Okay, but let's see the other objects. So we have obviously we still have these for a long time. The flood plates you can spawn in. Extra large one, which is just enormous. Then we have flood mound, small, medium, large. Nice. Flood pile. Nice. Flood crust. Nice. And the new one, flood crust. It's the same. Let's see Paul Allen's forge object. Why didn't it work? What did I fuck up? Oh, I just didn't select. Start the scenario. Take 2. Flood crust large. Oh, it's so large and crusty. Okay, we have flood crust now and flood crust large. Good. And the flood ball. We're gonna need like somebody suggested, like instead of a forest object, just have a bunch of these. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Big clumps of these, so you can place them all over the place. Forbidden gushers, I hate it because it's literally gusher shaped. So it goes flood tendons, flood ball, the flood crusts. You have a flood pile. The flood mounds of various sizes. You get the flood plates of various sizes and shapes. You have the cliffs in the ground. I wish there was more. It's like really challenging to get good flood stuff. I guess there's like this, the flood tentacle. Where's that one? Flood. Where's the flood tentacle? Do I not have that here? Flood pile, flood. Fuck is my tentacle thingy? That's what she's. Where is it though? Unironically, I'm missing the flood tentacle object. Flood mound drip is also missing, and flood mound tentacle is missing. Where do I just not have them? Plates, mound, medium, large. I'm gonna insert them right here. Hey, nice wombat. Everyone is saying to check your DMs. Oh. I don't have any DMs. You tricked me, you fool! Dinghog content. Timesweeper Adam gaslit me. What? I just realized suddenly how badly I have to pee, and I think I'm about to die and actually explode and die. Got that one. Down here we do another one. Flood mound tentacle, flood mound rip. Refresh. Crazy that I just didn't have these. Tentacles with an S. Oh, it's just tent. Somebody gives you a membership? Hell yeah, there was a massive 50 bomb from... Oh, what was her name? It had a K in it. Fuck, why can't I remember? AHD is such a bitch. Ah! Or I had a cuss sound. I can't remember it all of a sudden. One time in middle school, I forgot my best friend's name mid-sentence. That was awkward. Keenan! Oh, thank you. Yeah, there's the blood tentacly one, the drippy one. Very drippy. Very cool. Nice. This one feels like it's straight out of that Halo 2.5 art test with the little blobs on it. Little balls. Bet I could use these textures to repurpose some of that Halo 2.5 test stuff. Since Zophie found it in that build, I could probably just like yoink the flood stuff from there. This one is like literally right out of that. Hell yeah. Okay, well the flood map's pretty good. I think if I just erase everything off it, people can just kind of go to town with making flood stuff. Be chilling. But let's see. I want to try using the new big flood crust piece. Flood crust large. How big is this, like, in person? That's a good size. It's like a pretty large object. Kind of blurry, which I don't love, but whatever. That's good though. It's actually like, I like that we have large flood objects that are functional at scale. If only I learned ZBrush that I could make you the most high poly, fleshy flood anus you've ever seen. Delete that sentence immediately. You're banned from my Minecraft server. Not bad. All right, I'm gonna have to just start building the maps. I think I gotta clean them out, build it, and we'll get to it. I think the only thing left is to clean up the water texture on the island map, and then we'll pretty much be chilling. So I think I'm gonna dip out, guys. I'm gonna go eat dinner. I think I just heard the sound of dinner arriving, and I'm gonna go enjoy it. LDMs. No. Oh, you just uploaded it. No! Well, my food just got here. Let's do it tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. I gotta go jump out and eat some dinner. I'm leaving for now. I'm gonna be live again tomorrow at probably like 5 p.m. actually, not even 6 p.m. Central. Aircraft carrier physics model. We're gonna do it. Okay, I gotta go eat dinner and hang out. And by the way, one of the reasons I'm dipping is because I'm uploading this new version to the Steam Workshop, and I have to do like a couple hours of like cleanup work to get it ready. But it'll be out for tomorrow. Which means, by the way, play tests are gonna be back. You gotta check your DMs. I will, but I'm tomorrow, guys. I'm leaving. Goodbye. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna head out and eat some dinner. Thank you very much for an amazing stream. It's been a short one. I apologize, only like 3+ hours, but I'm gonna be live again tomorrow, 5 p.m. That way we can get even more hours in. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you for all the tips, the super chats, just for being here. I hope you enjoyed the content. Flood content coming to a Steam Workshop near you later tonight. Keep your eyes peeled if you're up late, or tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye. Goodbye.